1992, moved to Austin, got a job working at a sporting goods store where I met a guy who had a brother that worked at a glass shop. Um, they needed some help. Started off part-time at this glass shop, worked my way up through the years in a production style setting. Coming from a welding background, I wasn't afraid of, the heat, the torch, the equipment that was necessary to do this sort of job. The guy ended up closing shop, moving away, and we were all kind of left without a place to blow glass because he provided everything: torches, oxygen, propane, raw material. And from there, I got jobs where I could. University of Texas, I worked there for a good while, did some pretty awesome stuff, and decided that I needed to just be out on my own. And that's what I'm doing now. The local scene is a really cool scene. There's a lot of younger guys. Every person finds their little thing that they like to do, and they exploit it, and they make money at it, and then people get together and collaborate, and then they sell pieces together and do that. It's big in Austin. There's a lot of glass blowers in Austin.
It's all different, some of these pieces, these guys will spend upwards of 20 to 48 hours making, and it's like of actual time in the glass studio working, and they do it in big chunks of time. It's not like they go and spend an hour and then come back and take a break. No, they're in there for 4 to 6 hours, and then they gotta let it sit in the kiln for another 4 hours, 6 hours, and come back, and that's usually their time to sleep or whatever. And then they're back in the shop, and honestly, I've been in some of the studios, and they're really hot, really musty, dusty places because there's a lot of just microfibers and stuff in the air. So you got to give your hats off to these guys. It's something they really love to do, and they put their heart and soul into this industry, and that's why it's risen the way it has.
The glass industry brings people together. Art, it's an art form. So the reason I got into this business because I love using art.
You take into account the time and the meticulous processes that it takes to make some of the detail on these pieces. And then you look at some of the paintings and stuff in museums that go for upwards of hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars. I'm honestly a little bit more impressed with the ways that some of these guys can get this glass to shape and form and drop and sit in all these beautiful colors. Literally just with nothing but a hot torch and rods of glass. About a month ago, I sold a nice calm bubbler for about $1,000. We sold a couple weeks ago a nice Sovereignty peyote pillar. It was around $1,200. So, and being a new store, it's going to take some time for people to realize that we do have some of the higher end glass here, because there's not many stores in Austin that are going to have pieces as high end as some of the ones that we have in these cases over here. But once the word gets out, it'll be really nice to see a lot of this glass getting to go out to local people and start to show its face around.
This shop, their eyes light up whenever they see, a Joe P piece, with all the Swiss perks around there, things of those sorts. So I feel like that's the biggest thing. Always learning, always educating yourself on these products.
You gotta keep going. You gotta figure out what's more important to you, what people think, or putting food on the table. Like my background, it was a stigma. It was bad. You make bongs, and to this day, it's like, you make bongs, and I'm like, yeah, I make a lot of other stuff, but my bread and butter, what keeps my torch lit is pipes. It's a lot of night shifts. You stay up late, you get up early. The reason I say you never stop is because, when you're done blowing the glass, then you gotta decal it, or whatever your method is to mark your name, brand your glass. People sandblast, people decal, some people just do different techniques and they know who you are by that technique. But you have to work a lot of hours, you have to make a lot of sacrifices, your family makes a lot of sacrifices. There's a lot of times that I'm not with them because I'm blowing glass, or I'm decaling the glass, or I'm selling the glass, or I'm something. making the glass. The glass just gets you. You know, it gets you, and you know, you can't really quantify it. You can't really pick that thing because it's everything about glass. You can do anything with glass.